wisteria is coming to the end, which is a shame. It's still very pretty though. And do you know what I'm upset I've missed? Unless they must have, I don't know if they dug them up or what, but there used to be loads of tulips here. Let's have a little. That's the outside. Well, I'll say the outside, we're in the courtyard. It's like a little castle there, look. It's nice. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed because there was beautiful flowers in here before. And they're not out.
A horseshoe upside down is bad luck. A horseshoe upside down is good luck.
You just said a horseshoe upside down is bad luck and a horseshoe upside down is good luck. So which one is it?
If it's pointing so that it captures the luck falling from the sky, that's good.
So that's good luck.
This is dropping luck out of the hoof, so that's bad.
That's bad luck. So why have they got it upside down? And they've got them above every door. We need to ask someone. I think we're a tad early.
Sorry? A little bit early. No, shouldn't worry. It's getting a bit quieter now. It's manic this morning.
Can we ask you a question?
You can indeed.
Above all of these doors, they've got upside down horseshoes.
Well, if you're French, you wouldn't think they're upside down.
I'm not French.
The French are that way, we're the other way. One of the theories is that keeps the good spirits in, whereas that lets the bad spirits out.
That's what we were.
The English way is it captures luck.
Or whatever.
Oh, so okay, so
you want, really.
it's the other way around for the French.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We were just wondering.
Been before?
We have been before, yeah.
So you're quite right.
Yeah.
Happy to wander around then.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Go for
Thanks
it.
so much. Welcome to Baddesley Community Hall. There's been a house on this site for over 800 years. Pre-1066, a Saxon called Bade settled in the forest of Arden and gave his name to Baddesley, meaning Baddy's wood or clearing. All the way up to the 1800s. Oh no, further. Up to now. Did you read the beginning ones? Started in 1066. At the door. Yeah. Look at that. Toothpicks. Book on preserves from the garden. Toothpicks there, Ray. Robin. What's the robin thing? Can't make out what that is. There's a box up there that says salt on. There's a lot of salt to put in there. Or is that the brand? And then we've got, these are nice flowers, like bottle brush type flowers. Kitchen. We know that Thomas Ferrers turned this room, previously the servants' hall, into a kitchen in 1747. In 1591, sisters Eleanor and Anne Vow were renting the house, and as Stork Catholics had the priest hide built. The priest hide led to the sewers and was home to a dramatic event. 9 men, including 5 Catholic priests, hid ankle deep in water for over 4 hours while priest hunters searched the house. If they'd been caught, they'd have been executed, but the cellar was so well hidden that they'd had to climb down the toilet shaft. Oh my God. That they weren't found. In the words of Father John Gerard, so we were all saved that day. Wow. And I think the priest hole, that's the cooker. I want to look at the priest hole.
Okay.
Do you want to see the priest hole?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
This is mad, isn't it? Yeah. Could you imagine?
One hole, the
It's. Oh, thank you. Look at that. Could you imagine having to go down there?
For your life, running for your life.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fit down there for one. Yeah. Does it say here? What's this say? Thank you so much.
Yes, they came down. The priests, the 9 Jesuit priests had to hide down there, and they came down from upstairs. That line there is that wall there. They came down behind that wall,
Can you see?
Oh.
down on a rope, down the toilet shaft, into the priest hole.
Wow.
Gosh. Not very pleasant. But it
And
saved
you'll
their life.
see the trapdoor when you go upstairs. This is now a chapel next to the sacristy. You'll see a trapdoor there, rope beside it, and the top of the shaft. You
Top
should
of
be
the
able to
shaft.
see the top of the shaft. You might not be able to.
Okay.
So
Wonderful.
you'll see that upstairs.
Brilliant. Thank you. The boots there. Which way do I go? Talking about the sandstone. All the medieval churches within the Arden Forest were built using Arden sandstone. What's that, Ro?
It's how they used to build the joints together with all different names and different parts of the joints. So you've got the stud part there, the peg would go through a hole to peg it in place. There's a brace here and some staves.
And how do you know that?
Got a bit on it.
Yeah, I can see the words, but I wouldn't have known. That's what it was telling you. Very clever, aren't you? It looks heavy. It's got to carry a whole wall, look.
Yeah, very strong.
Sir Edward Ferrers married Nicholas Broom's daughter Constance. Edward was High Sheriff of Warwickshire and Worcestershire and served Henry VIII at the Field of the Cloth of Gold in 1520, a show of friendship between the English and French kings. Chests there. Nice picture. In a hall. This part of the house was the servants' domain, leading the butler's pantry and the kitchen. You can still see the old bell board above the window where the family could call for a servant from whichever room they were in. That's it there. Who's that? Thomas Weaving Ferrers Walker. Undine Ferrers. He looks a bit of a grump, doesn't he? Sorry, that's probably a bit disrespectful.
Foxes are quite spooky.
This room became the main entrance to the house in the 19th century when it was known as the Little Hall. The paintings and photo in this room are of the last private owners of Baddesley, who worked hard to make sure the house and estate could be given to the National Trust to be looked after forever. Thomas Weaving Ferrers Walker said, "I think we have got a little place in the middle of England which is very precious. I hope it will be enjoyed by many more generations to come." And indeed it is. And it's lovely.
You seen the vixen?
Ooh,
Bit of taxidermy.
bit of taxidermy.
You seen the walking stick? I really like this one. Thank you.
Yeah. What is it? An otter? I like the taxidermy. Look, there's a badger up there and a bird. I don't mind that as long as they died naturally and not got killed for. Here's some of the people. I assume they're Ferrers. Francis Charles Cecil Ferrers. That is.
A lot of military service in the family.
Oh, this is a lovely room, isn't it? Wow. Where do we begin in this room?
So that was the little one, this is the great one.
The Great Hall.
Yeah, that's the normal one.
Really nice cabinet there. Don't miss the drawing room and dining room before you go upstairs. The Great Hall. The stone chimney piece was moved into this room when it became the main reception room. Previously it had been upstairs. It must have been quite a feat to move. Ah. Some pictures. Nice one there. I love how they do that with the windows. I see that in lots of places. Got the fireplace. Isn't that beautiful? Some lovely tapestry.
Oh, you're off, you're done?
I'm off.
And all
Right, okay.
wooden things there.
Have you got a road in me?
Robert Devereux. Don't know who that is up there. This is the dining room.
Oh, yes. Yes. Dinner. Where's my dinner?
That's my clock.
Right? You're not here.
That's not such a big one, is it?
That's great.
Who's that? The Right Honourable Charles Townshend, Chancellor of the Exchequer, 1766. Looks a bit pale. Who's this lady here? Lady Mary Russell. Lady Mary Russell. Some horses. Dog. Must be a pet dog, I guess. And this is the dining room. Look at that for a cabinet. It's all set up, look. Look at that. It's amazing. Yeah. Very dark again, isn't it?
Can you hear it ticking?
Is it telling us the right time though?
Yes, yeah.
3:05.
Yeah.
Oh, that's impressive, isn't it? I wonder how old it is.
All these years, still working.
So you need to see everything downstairs before you head off up those stairs.
Yes, that's good advice.
Have you seen that lovely marble trust in the corner? Have you? And you want to know about
Must be a picture of this room. Guy up there, don't know who he is because he hasn't got a name. That's a nice one. Can you read that one, Ray?
What we've got here, so that's Mrs. Margaret Ferrier,
Margaret.
wife of Thomas Ferrier, 1780.
This guy is Marmion Edward Ferrier, 1830 to 1864. That's not very old, is it? He died so young. Reverend Lascelles Ironmonger. Nice piano. Stoddart compensating piano. William Stoddart was the son of piano maker Robert Stoddart. William was apprenticed to John Broadwood, the famous 18th century piano maker, and became a full partner of Broadwood's company in the 1790s. I'm really old, please don't touch me. Oh, Ray, there's a sign for you here. There's a sign for you here, look.
I'm really old, please don't touch me. That's about right.
I don't know how they knew you were coming. 1683.
Silver chandelier over there. It's polished. Can you see this calling about this beautifully braided rope? Look at that. How intricate that is.
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
How long do you think it would have took someone to sit for one of these paintings?
Yeah, quite a while I would have thought.
Is that why they all look grumpy in them?
Well, the guy over there is from the Coldstream Guards. I'm not sure what this one's serving.
Sorry, just want to get to the sign.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks a bit fed up.
Probably from Mark's painting team. Little tapestry footrests.
Oh yeah. So many things that you could miss if you don't stop and take the time to look. Let's head upstairs.
It's got something in it now.
Like a
There,
unicorn.
she used to pretend she was the lady of the manor and welcome.
What is it?
Ivory,
From an elephant?
presumably. I don't know.
But you must see everything downstairs.
Not sure I agree with that. I don't agree with that. Don't know what I'm saying, I don't know why. Oh. In 1980, the National Land Fund provided the means by which Baddesley Clinton passed into the care of the National Trust. Thomas Weaving Ferrier Walker, protector of Baddesley Clinton.
Yeah, we came up that way. We came up that way. We came up that way. We went through there and come round.
This is a bedroom. The boudoir. There is me. Hello. There's me again. Oh, look, it looks like the fire's on. Look at the panels. It's so intricate, isn't it? Henry Ferrer's room. Mind your head, yeah. It's funny how bedrooms go onto the bedroom. So you have to walk through someone else's bedroom. Mrs. Hassel. Look at that. What's in there, babe?
Into this area.
Ooh. Paramilitarian lobster tail helmet, 1642. Civil War breastplate, 1645. I wonder if that's the top of the priest hole thing. Look at the fireplace. Fascinating.
And you had again, and there's a step.
I don't need to mind my head because I'm only 5'2".
That must be the opening to the.
It is. That's the opening to the
It's
priest
the
hole.
entrance to the priest's hide, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
so they came all the
Probably
way from
didn't
here.
look like that. I would imagine that it was probably just a hole in the wall, in the floor, because it was just the privy.
Mm. So we wouldn't have had the door on there. Or...
No, to give it away. And then that would have been a bedroom.
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't turned into the chapel until the Victorian times, when the couple that lived here wanted a family chapel. So at the time of the raid, that would have been a bedroom, possibly 2 rooms here. We think there was a bit of a partition because the windows are slightly odd. Yeah. There wouldn't have been a landing either, so you'd have had an external wall here, and we think there was probably a partition with an outside, with a staircase going down, and then landings were invented, so these doors were put on so you could come out and go in.
Wow. Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, look.
And then in the Victorian times, the room was consecrated.
Oh.
At 1887 was the Victorian, and then the family used the chapel.
Thank you.
Look at that. Read the chapel then. In the oldest part of the house, this room has fallen out of use as a chapel before being given to a new lease of life by Georgina, Lady Chatterton, in 1875. She had twice converted to Catholicism, having extensive debates by letter with St. John Henry Newman. Look at that. The leather panels on the wall are thought to date back to the 1700s, bought by Lady Chatterton. The 2 boards sat on this chest have been half covered with plastic to protect the right side. Please do not touch the left hand side. We want to test the effect of touching on some sacrificial leather to help us better explain our conservation work in the future. Am I right in thinking that this is where the priests used to worship, and this is why, because they were hiding away? And if this had been found, that's one of the reasons why they would have been executed.
Cruel world, isn't it?
Been through a lot, hasn't it, this place?
Certainly has, yes. Lots of wars. Lots of families.
Who's that?
Might be a cardinal.
That would be a cell down there.
Cardinal who?
John Henry Newman.
Lovely tapestry again.
Yes, it's Belgium.
They used to love these tapestries in England.
1777.
So many places we've been.
Yeah, obviously quite fragile. Well, I think they've done as much as they can.
Okay, let's go up here.
Lots of precious glass there. I know.
Okay, that's the hallway that we came up. You can see the courtyard down there. Very pretty. Right or left? Looks like we go right. Okay. Bedroom. Don't know what's going on here. Looks like they're doing some kind of paintwork. Oh, conservation in action. Today the house team are deep cleaning some of our textiles. They happen annually. That's how they look after them. Do a lot of work, don't they, the National Trust? Fireplace.
That's positive, isn't it, for a bedroom?
Be nice to look out there, isn't it?
Not many people have a view like that.
No. We have a chaise lounge. Chaise lounge here. Some more pictures. Some old books. Life and its Realties. Okay, stairs going down. Who's that? Beatrice Mary Petrie, 1858 to 1930. Oh, sorry, I've cut her head off. There we go. Yeah, she's probably fed up of standing out in the cold and waiting to have her picture done. Oh, see, these remind me of the top of the gates at Cannons Ashby.
Yes, I do.
Is that a flower press?
I think it's a press. I don't think it's
Press.
ink or
Flowers, maybe? I don't know. The Perfect Wife. Oh, look, this is talking about me, Ray.
Is it?
Yeah, look, Perfect Wife.
There are keys at her waist to represent the fact that she will be a good housekeeper. Her fingers are held to her lips to illustrate the fact that she will not be gossip. A dove held in her left hand shows that she will strive to keep the peace and not be quarrelsome. She stands on a tortoise, which, given their slow nature, shows that she will not stray. Oh, I see.
Is it her up there?
Yeah.
So this is The Perfect Wife.
That's right.
So who knew they had a painting of me here, Ray? Although I would.
Perfect husband, by the way, he's been cleaned at the moment. He usually sits right next to her.
Oh, okay. So it isn't just about the
No,
wife.
he
Then.
doesn't. He's not many of those. No, he isn't. He has to be cleaned regularly. Yeah, this is the great parlour, and this is allegedly where the fireplace downstairs in the Great Hall was originally located. Now, I use the word allegedly because I think that's highly unlike.
Where would they put it? It's too big, isn't it?
It's too big, and it's also too heavy. I mean, you imagine. These floorboards, it's wooden floorboards. I mean, you think of the weight of that fireplace.
Yeah.
It seems unlikely,
Yeah.
but who knows? Who knows?
Oh, this is quite cool.
This is
Yeah,
lovely,
this is
look.
great. Yeah, yeah. And you've probably seen these two gentlemen here. These are Rebecca. Were you the story of the quartet? Did you hear that story?
No,
the story
no.
now, but
You didn't.
I've been looking at some
Okay.
of the
Well,
pictures.
basically, there were 4 people who lived in this house in late Victorian times. One of them was the amateur artist whose artwork you see all over the house.
Yeah.
And in this room in particular, and these are paintings that she's doing of her 2 husbands. This is Marmion Ferrers of the Ferrers family who lived here for 12 generations. This is him again, and he's got the narwhal tusk that you saw in the Great Hall.
Oh.
You see it in his right hand.
What's that made of?
I think it's supposed to be some. I suppose it's been like an elephant's tusk, really. So it's a tooth, apparently. So it is. But if you look at these two paintings together, you take the beard away. Although it's a different fella. That's her first.
She had a type.
She had a type, yes. Or she could only paint one male face. Here he is again, Edward Deering. He's all over the place. Her second husband here.
Wonderful.
And
Thank
she did
you.
her artwork in this room for obvious reasons because the light,
Lots of light.
particularly at this end, is very, very good.
Yeah.
Is that a Cavalier's uniform? He's wearing.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Although he was around, 18, I think he died in 1880. So you can see that one's unfinished there. But if you look closely at it, you can still see the pencil lines that she's drawn on that one.
I wondered why there was lots of
He must be the
wine.
perfect husband, this fella. He's got a chain around his neck. And it also illustrates the fact that she liked to paint from top to bottom.
Yeah.
There's two schools of thought as to why this was never finished. Nobody really knows, but those theories are: the first one is that he died 30 years before she did, so in his memory she decided not to carry on with the painting. Or my preferred explanation is, as one lady said to me a couple of months ago, "Well, you see so many paintings of this fella around this house. Perhaps you got sick and tired of painting him." You know?
I thought you'd try something new.
Which is my preferred explanation.
Oh.
But again, nobody really knows.
Or he got fed up of standing there for so long.
On that score, look at this one. This is a Marmeen Ferrers, her first husband here.
This one.
Yeah, and yeah, she'll probably get the extra shoe in there. See it, there's there.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Decided to change the position of the foot.
That's right. Yeah. And didn't cover it up very well. Well, the other explanation is this fella liked to drink.
And he was a bit
So
wobbly on his
He
feet.
wouldn't keep his feet still.
Sounds about right. Thank you.
Cheers.
Look at the books.
The hatch up there.
Yeah, hatch. Lots of old books here, look. They got any more gentlemen's magazines in here?
It's surprising what you can find sometimes, isn't it?
Can't really make out what a lot of them are called. Catholic History of England, Sketches of Moral Philosophy, Collins, The Visitations of Berkshire.
Diary of Samuel Pepys. That's quite a famous story.
Is it? I've never heard of him. It's ironic that this telephone is here as part of history, but I remember them. Old typewriter. Oh, look at that. It's like a writing kit thing there, look. And bells. What books have we got here? Oliver Cromwell. The Life and Diary and Correspondence of Sir William Dugdale.
This is interesting. So, on a computer, you've got carriage return and line feed. This is line feed down there, where you just turn it one click and it takes you to the next line. And this is the carriage return arm.
Can I just say I used to have a typewriter?
Yeah.
And I used to have one of them telephones.
Yeah,
So does that mean I'm
teenagers love
old?
this room. They think, well, first of all, what is that? And secondly, how does it work? And when you tell them it's a telephone, they'll say to you, hang on, where's the screen? How do I store numbers on it and all that sort of thing?
At least it don't come off air, right? You don't have to reboot it. Oh.
So we had such a thing as a telephone book.
The yellow pages.
Things change.
Yeah.
My parents had one of those phones.
Oh yeah, so did Mum.
I had one of
First
them.
got married.
Yeah. That's not history. That's just not long ago.
No, this has been decked out because Thomas Walker lived in the house from 1940 to 1980, and he used this room as his office, so hence why it's been decked out as it would have been around about 1970s, I would say. 70s to 80s, something along those lines.
Oh. Cool. Playing a guitar. What's this? Formerly a hunting lodge on the Surrendine Deering estate, Kent.
He was quite a senior officer. You might want to take a photograph of this painting. This is over 200 years old. Isn't one that Rebecca did, and it's of a lady who married into the Ferrers family, and she's actually on her honeymoon at the time this was painted. And if you look closely at the necklace, it spells the word dearest, so D-E, and it's made of diamonds, emeralds, amethyst, rubies, emeralds, sapphire and topaz. But it was designed so that she could see the word dearest when she looks in the mirror. And it's absolutely priceless bit of jewellery. Nobody knows where it is or what happened to it. And she went to the Alps on her honeymoon. And
I can see the mountains, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The guitar expert said that guitar's not right. I said, well, no, it's not, is it?
Few frets.
It's got the right number of it's got a few frets missing. I think it's got the right number of strings.
Yeah.
It's 6, but it's so that's worth taking a photograph of.
Yeah, it seems to have 6 strings at the bottom and 4 adjusters at the top.
Which again is completely wrong.
Yeah.
So what happened to the 2 strings? Yes.
Brilliant. So, Ray, for my anniversary, I'll have one of them necklaces. Yeah.
You're not the first lady to ask that. To suggest that.
I'm not sure they sell these in Costco.
Oh, they might do in Costco's. They have good jewellery there. But the steps are quite steep. It's actually really low. Watch your head. At least I've got cushions on.
So short.
Okay. Oh, this is the way out, I think. Because I remember. This is the moat room. That is why I have tried to put Baddesley Clinton at the top of the priority list to be saved, so that the children, the children's children, and the children's children's children of those who delight in Baddesley Clinton today can enjoy what so many consider is a very important, precious, historic and almost unique and vulnerable example of our past. Thomas Weaving Ferrers Walker. We hope you have enjoyed this fascinating house. We look forward to welcoming you again soon. And it is beautiful. That's where they would have had to live. That's crazy. I couldn't fit my belly through that hole. Never mind living there. Used to have a drawbridge.
That's the drawbridge.
Drawbridge. There we go. That's the inside of Baddesley Clinton. I think that's it. But let's look through the door and just check. Please close the door behind you to keep the cold out. Here we are. Yeah. What's through that door there? Oh wow, look at that.
Cellar.
Lots of old wine bottles in there, probably worth a fortune. What, the stone on the floor?
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it, Baddesley Clinton? It's very unique and it's got lots and lots of history.
It looks British, doesn't it?
Yeah. The moat's very brown at the moment, but it's not normally like that. I think it's because they've got building work going on, and that's probably why a lot of the ducks are not here. And we've got poppies down there, look. Big barn area there. And this is the picnic area. Right, so I'm going to take a picture.